Calm down before you stress up the groove. The energy a little different when the blessings accrue. Hey, who you talking to? Just know I ain't no regular fool. Could be anything in the world, but I can never be you because I.
Oh, hey, Tony.
Oh, hey, Sarah.
Too small, I got big goals, baby. Ain't where the money at. Look, I just need the info. Pronto, I go and get it, to split it with my kinfolk daily, and I'm the type of.
Hey guys, Sarah Robinson here from the Real Estate Robinsons. I am here at our Daisy Desert House in Joshua Tree, California. Today is pretty much last day to do final touches before we go live, so super exciting. It's a super windy day here, and so sorry that I look like this. This is my fabulous moving day look. But yeah, I'm here by myself at this property. Tony is in a meeting with one of the contractors for a potential other listing. You know, when we come out to Joshua Tree, we kind of try to maximize our time and do as much as we can. So that's why we spread ourselves out, and I'm in charge of the Desert Daisy house. And I'm gonna knock things out, like sweeping all over, setting up some rugs, some final decor to make this listing go live and make that money. Say hi, guys. Good morning, hola, Nacho. I'm gonna put the rug under. Let's see how I can do that. Oh my gosh, you guys, I did it! The rug is on, and I did it all by myself. You should have seen me. I legit was under the bed. I'm still breathing hard, like a hippo. And Tony put the heat on for me because it's freezing in here, but I am drenched in sweat, and I was about to yank that mini split off the wall because it's too goddamn hot in here. But anyways, I did it. Let's keep going. All right, so next on the to-do list is to hide the cords. So that's something we do at all of our properties, and we just try to copy, you know, the hotel experience. You never see hotels show the cords for their TVs or their sconce lights. So that's what we do too. So you can find these cord hiders at your local, you know, hardware store. They're super easy to install. I do them all by myself, and I feel like the handiest handyman ever when I do them. But yeah, that's next. Let's see how it looks. All right, just did the left side of the bed. Look how much nicer that looks versus this one. So always hide your cords. Yay. All right, so the Desert Daisy house was already an Airbnb with the previous owner. So when we got it, it was essentially a turnkey property. We just did some minor touches to make it more our style and to do the theme Desert Daisy house. It's truly like in the middle of the desert. This isn't in a residential area like our other properties. So we wanted to stick with that theme and that brand of being, oh, and it's a bright yellow house. So, oh, and it's on Daisy Lane, duh, that's why we picked it. Ooh. Okay, so Desert Daisy house, now you get it. So since it was a turnkey property, we didn't need to buy major furniture pieces. We just bought a new dining table, a new floating shelf as an additional workspace, stools, what else? A new sleeper sofa. So we kept the original beds. So, and then all the kitchen was new, so we didn't have to buy too many major furniture pieces for this property. But we did have to buy like space heaters. What is this called? An iron. And ironing board, and a bunch of other little things like that. So I'm unboxing all those items and setting them up, and that's on my to-do list. Let's go. All right, so next on my to-do list is to use my favorite tool ever. Bam, the drill. Yeah, so I'm gonna hang up these super cute little cactus hooks we got. We don't have a designated closet space in this property, so we intentionally left this space over here kind of without anything. That way that can be the unnamed closet area for people to leave their luggages and bags and other things they brought without taking up too much of the rest of the house. So let's go. You guys, this literally took me like 15 minutes to do, which is ridiculous. I was drilling it the wrong way. Thought I was crazy. I thought the drill was broken, but I had this little stupid Next, we had this awesome mural painted just the other day by our friend Rock One, who has done our other properties, and love the touch of daisies he put in this mid-century design. So cute and fitting. All right, guys, Tony just made it. He is back and he needs a snack break.
I was angry.
As always, he needs a snack break because he gets grumpy and moody if he doesn't eat. And I'm trying to get out of here, but my baby needs food to be happy. Right, babe? Okay, so I'm pretty much all set up. Tony's almost done installing the router, and that's the final piece until we're allowed to go live. But typically I would show you outside of the property, but it's just so windy here in Joshua Tree today. I don't know if you can tell, but made my hair even crazier. So we're just gonna have our awesome editor, Jay, plug in our voiceover over this cool outdoor shop. So this is the awesome outside of the Desert Daisy house. We painted it this super bright, fun yellow, again, because it sits on a street called Daisy Lane, and we're all about branding, so we decided to go with the Desert Daisy house, and it's super fitting because this literally sits in the middle of the desert, practically all by itself. There are surrounding properties, but not very close by, so the Desert Daisy house just made perfect sense.
All right, so now that I'm back, I had a really productive morning. Shout out to my wife for holding it down while I was gone. But now that I'm back, we can talk numbers. So we bought this property for $300,000. We're projecting that it'll have an average nightly rate of about $190 per night. Honestly, I feel like that's a little conservative. I feel like we can push 200, especially once we get a sleeper sofa in here, because we'll have the queen bed, which sleeps two, a sleeper sofa, which sleeps another two, and then we've got the bunk beds as well. So we'll have 6 people in this space. I think we can push $200 a night on average, but we're targeting about an 80% occupancy. Again, I feel like that's a little conservative. We're probably hovering close to about 85, 87 on our other Joshua Tree properties. And we're projecting to grow somewhere around 65 grand a year. And we'll net probably about half of that on this property. So excited to add this to the portfolio.
Here's Tony doing his thing. He is the IT guy of the team. He doesn't do any decorative work at all.
So we're here at the house, just finished setting up the Wi-Fi network, getting the smart TVs connected. I think I've mentioned this before, but we prefer smart TVs over cable because they're a lot less expensive and guests don't really mind not having cable these days. All right, so like Sarah mentioned, this property was pretty much turnkey. We just have to change some of the design pieces. And every time we go into a property, we bring our own smart home devices. So we've got the keyless entry pad. We use the Slage on code, works really well for us. We've got 2 ring floodlights running right outside the door right here on the front side of the property. Then we've got another ring floodlight on the back side of the property. And one thing that was unique about this specific home that's been a first for us is that we're so remote in Joshua Tree that there's no standard internet service provider. So there's no Charter, Spectrum, Xfinity. We had to go with some company I've never heard of before, and it's like satellite internet. The downside is that we only get speeds of about 12 megabits per second, which is really slow compared to our other houses. But again, people aren't coming to Joshua Tree for the internet speeds. They're coming to be in the desert and kind of enjoy the landscape. So we're hoping it won't deter guests too much.
All right, that's it, guys. That is pretty much start to finish for today's work at the Desert Daisy house.
Big shout out to my wife for holding it down. It took us, I think, in total, 3 days of coming out to the property to get everything set up. We had one day where we came together. I came by myself last week to put the tables, the chairs, all that other stuff together. And Sarah finished it off today with all of the decor pieces. Yeah. So we think as we start to scale, that we're probably gonna start hiring some of these things out. It is super time consuming to kind of come out here and do all these little minor things that are needed for the property.
And I can't have nails.
And we're hungry, we're tired.
We get moody with each other.
Yeah, so it's better for our marriage if we hire someone else. But we're excited to share this journey with you guys. And as this listing goes live, we'll kind of let you know what the response is, and hopefully it's as good as we projected it to be.
Joshua Tree has these super cute farmers markets. Look how cute. They have a few, and I've only seen them on the weekend, so highly recommend. This one's called El Mercado. All right, the pavement ends here. Now this is the real JT desert experience. We got how many more miles? 3.8 miles of this to get to the Daisy house. So if you want that desert experience, stay there. All right, we're pulling up to the Desert Daisy house. We got our cleaning team here. Look at how fun, you can't miss it. And it's literally all alone in the desert. All right, before the video ends, just wanted to show you guys what I look like. Not so crazy. Just kidding. We came back actually because the last piece we were missing was this couch. Tony put it together, thanks husband. But that's the final piece to officially go live. So exciting. So now that we have all the final furniture pieces, we hired a photographer. This is our good friend Tom, who does all of our photos for our listings in Joshua Tree. And he is taking photos of the Desert Daisy house to now go officially live on Airbnb with professional photos.
Beautiful.
Hey Tom! This is our awesome photographer. What do you think of the space? So cute, right? So we actually just had one guest stay here so far, and they wrote in the journal. I love when they do that. And they said, we absolutely adored our stay at your beautiful home, Corinne and Cameron. Oh my gosh, so nice. So cool to get that feedback, and that was just the very first one, so we hope to get so many more. Yay.
Lastly, we'll put a link to this listing in the description for this YouTube video, so if you guys want to check it out, you know, you guys have an opportunity to. Also, if you wouldn't mind, on the actual listing, if you can press the little heart button on Airbnb,
Yes.
It helps us reach more folks on that platform. Lastly, if you guys are enjoying these videos, please do us a huge favor. Subscribe, hit the little bell button. That way you guys know that every time we put out a new video, you guys get notified. We're still really new to YouTube, but we're hoping that you guys get some value out of seeing our journey and kind of hearing our stories. So leave us some feedback in the comments. Follow us on Instagram. I'm at Tony J. Robinson. She's at Sarah Rad. We'll link to both of those in the video description as well, but looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video.
And hope you guys stay here at the Desert Daisy house. You guys will have so much fun and get that real Joshua Tree experience.